Units of time. Measure elapsed time. Lesson 2. Topic 14. If I told you that Muhammad goes to the school every day at 7 a.m., what do I mean by 7 a.m.? The a.m. hours are the hours between midnight and noon, which is usually the morning hours. If I also told you that Reem sleeps at 8 p.m. every night, what do I mean by 8 p.m.? The p.m. hours are the hours between noon and midnight, which is usually the evening hours. Open page 746. Jenny took part in a charity walk. The walk started at 7:10 a.m. It ended at 11:20 a.m. How long did the walk last? Here I need to find something called elapsed time, which is the amount of time between the starting and the ending time. There is two ways to find it out. We will start with the easiest way, by using a timeline. I will draw my timeline. The walk started at 7:10 a.m. and ended up at 11:20 p.m. From 7:10 a.m. to 8:10 a.m. Only 1 hour passed. From 8:10 a.m. to 9:10 a.m. another hour passed. From 9:10 a.m. to 10:10 a.m. the third hour passed. From 10:10 a.m. to 11:10 a.m. 1 hour passed. And finally, from 11:10 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. only 10 minutes passed. When I add them together, the elapsed time will be 4 hours and 10 minutes. The second way to count the elapsed time is by drawing arrows on the clock to count the hours. As in step 2, we can see that 4 hours have been passed. And to count the minutes, as in step 3, we can see that 10 minutes have been passed. So the walk lasted 4 hours and 10 minutes. Open page 747. Question 3. Draw arrows on the second clock to count the hours from 11 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. What is the elapsed time? I will solve it with the timeline first, then we will draw the arrows. Here I have my timeline. The starting time is 11 o'clock a.m. and the ending time is 5 o'clock p.m. From 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m., 1 hour have been passed. From 12 o'clock p.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., another hour have been passed. From 1 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m., a third hour have been passed. From 2 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m., another hour have been passed. From 3 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m., 1 hour have been passed. And from 4 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., the last hour have been passed. When we add all the hours that have been passed together, the elapsed time will be 6 hours. And I will get the same answer when I draw the arrows on the second clock from 11 to 5. In 4 to 7, find the elapsed or the end time. Question 4. Start time 6:30 p.m. End time 9:50 p.m. Hours from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. From 6 to 9, 3 hours will pass. Minutes from 9:30 p.m. to 9:50 p.m. From 30 to 50, 20 minutes will pass. So the elapsed time is 3 hours and 20 minutes. Question 5. Start time 10 o'clock a.m. End time 3 o'clock p.m. I want to find the elapsed time. So I will draw my timeline. The starting time is 10 o'clock a.m. and the ending time is 3 o'clock p.m. From 10 o'clock a.m. to 11 o'clock a.m., 1 hour have been passed. From 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m., also 1 hour. From 12 o'clock p.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., a third hour have been passed. From 1 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m., 1 hour have been passed. And from 2 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m., the last hour have been passed. When we add all the hours that have been passed together, the total will be 5 hours. Question 6. Start time 9:15 a.m. End time 10:45 a.m. I want to find the elapsed time. Again, I will draw my timeline. 9:15 a.m. is my starting time and 10:45 a.m. is my end time. From 9:15 a.m. to 10:15 a.m., 1 hour have been passed. And from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m., 30 minutes have been passed. So together, 1 hour and 30 minutes have been passed. Question 7. Start time 11:30 a.m. The elapsed time here is 5 hours and 25 minutes. I need to find the end time. I don't know it. On my timeline, I will start at 11:30 a.m. Then I will move 1 hour to 12:30 p.m. Next, I will move another hour from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. From 1:30 p.m., 1 hour to 2:30 p.m. Then to 3:30 p.m. Then to 4:30 p.m. Now I have been moved 5 hours. I will only need to move another 25 minutes. So from 4:30 p.m. I will move 25 minutes to 4:55 p.m. and this will be my ending time. Open page 748. Question 13. Gio is taking a train from Carlton to Elgin. The train leaves Carlton at 9:25 a.m. and reaches Elgin at 10:55 a.m. How long does the ride last? Use the number line to help. We have the timeline here. From 9:25 a.m. to 10:25 a.m., 1 hour passed. From 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m., 30 minutes passed. So the red lasts 1 hour and 30 minutes. We finished our lesson for today. Thank you for listening. Bye.